Hammer time.
It's early today. Live shot there from Century Plaza Hotel and Spa, by the way. Thor's Hammer's up early. We have a jam-packed show. And let's start things off. Johnny Depp, usually the go-to at the box office. What say you about Black Mass?
Getting a lot of critical buzz about this one. Johnny Depp stars as James Whitey Bulger, a notorious criminal in the 70s in South Boston who teamed up with the FBI to bring down the Italian mafia.
Brian, take the bag. I want you to have it. Take the money, keep your mouth shut about what you just heard. It's best you're not involved. Take the money, take the money, take the money.
Okay. So I should go now?
Yeah, you should go now.
Thank you.
You know, you look at this scene, you look at the trailer, you think about the magic and impact that was Donnie Brasco with Johnny Depp back in the day.
Yeah.
Does this still have the same essence?
I don't think so at all. I could not get into this movie. I don't know why. I found it distracting watching Johnny Depp under all that makeup and really just kind of playing one of these larger-than-life characters. You see Joel Edgerton there. I thought he was probably the best part of this film as the FBI agent who he teams up with. It was an interesting story because Bulger basically had immunity to keep doing all his criminal activities while working with the FBI to bring down the mafia. But I felt like this had been done so many times in Scorsese movies or other gangster picks, so I thought a lot of it was very slow. And with the big ensemble cast, you see all these recognizable faces. It really felt to me like everyone was trying to outact each other.
You know, and with the story of Bulger, like you mentioned, it is such a massive story. What aspect do they focus on to kind of differentiate it from what's been done in the past?
Well, they just try to do these straight-up paint-by-numbers biopic of sort of when he teams up with the FBI, the years of his sort of criminal activities working with them, and then the downfall subsequently. But there are too many tangents and too many characters that are never developed well enough, and there's a real lack of strong female presence in this movie. I mean, you've got Dakota Johnson there, and a couple of other female roles that are just sort of pale in comparison to what else is going on. And it's a very grim movie. It's very dark. I found the violence very hard to watch at times, so it didn't have the style of other films. I actually liken it to movies that I thought were very mediocre, like Public Enemies from Michael Mann and American Gangster by Ridley Scott. So despite Depp maybe branching out and doing something a little bit different than what he's been used to these days, this did not work for me.
Oh, no. Okay,
Yeah.
how many hammers are we dropping on this?
Really disappointed in Black Mass. I'm going 2 out of 5.
Perhaps not worth the hype. Okay, what about the hype behind the survival drama that is Everest? Trailer looks epic.
Yeah, this is based on the John Krakauer book, Into Thin Air, based on the ill-fated expedition. 2 of them really that went wrong in 1996 atop Mount Everest. It's an IMAX experience opening right now on the big screens and in wider release in the next couple of weeks. Josh Brolin leads the way here. This is an incredible experience visually. I mean, you are there with these guys, feeling all the conditions and experiencing the harrowing nature of what they went through. When it comes to the actual screenplay and the drama, really lost me. Again, I just felt I was watching these A-listers try to recreate this scenario. I was always distracted by watching these actors, try to recreate this. So I would say overall, it's an amazing IMAX visual experience, just not a great film. There are some moments of tension in it as well, but some of the screenplay was disastrous. And again, you've got the female characters, a lot of them with nothing to do, in a couple of cases, the wives back home where they're calling them, and there's just too many tangents and too many storylines that they tried to tell. It wasn't very cohesive the whole way through, but the visuals are stunning.
What's the final word? How many hammers for Everest?
A little more redeeming than that Black Mass. I'm going to go 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
Yes.
All right.
There you have it.
Thor's hammers have spoken.